This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. Sir, everyone are audible? Satya, sir? Hello?
Yes, madam. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of ISC department, I welcome our resource person, Professor Satyanarayana, to this webinar on managing competencies in building career. I welcome to our beloved HOD, Dr. Hemalata KL, for this webinar. We are thankful to the management representative, Ms. Rakshita, and to our principal, Dr. Manjunatha A, for supporting to conduct webinars. I welcome all my fellow colleagues and my dear students. I would like to introduce our resource person, Professor M.S. Satyanarayana, to this gathering. Professor Satyanarayana MS having around 10 plus years of teaching experience and sir is currently working in SVCE. He is having two patents, receiving two funds and submitted for projects for funding and also submitted many proposals. He has published paper in various publications like Springer, Scopus, and ICI and also presented papers in various conferences. He is single point of contact for Salesforce certification course. He is having three memberships and he organized many workshops and FDPs and he was also a resource person for many FDPs and workshops. And sir was a resource person for two workshops in our college like artificial intelligence, Android application development. So we are happy to invite him again. And now I hand over the session to Professor Satyanarayana.
Thank you. So, good evening to everyone. First, I would like to thank Hemalata ma'am, HOD of Info Science and Engineering, Krishna Institute of Technology, for giving an opportunity to interact with the students. And I also thank the coordinator of the today's event, Sandhya ma'am, who is always there to help the students in understanding the career prospects with respect to their future. So, and I also thank my own college where I am working, Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, my HOD, Dr. Shobha. So, without her support, I couldn't have been no started this session. And I also thank my principal, Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, for his valuable support in conducting these kind of events. And I also thank on my behalf the principal of Sri Krishna Institute of Technology, so he is always there for the students, saying that, hey, whatever you want to do, you do it. We'll help you out. So with this note, I'll start the session. Hope I am audible to everyone. So if I am audible, just put a quick S in the chat box. We'll start the session. Just put a quick S in the chat box. We'll start the session. Right. Thank you so much. See, today's session is all about managing the competencies with respect to career, in building the career. I'm very much happy to deliver this particular topic because, as Madam said, we'll be most of the times delivering the content on the technology. So I delivered so many technical seminars, most of the times on Python, C programming, C++ programming, Java, etc., etc. And I also delivered how to start a startup, about communication skills, about interpersonal skills, right? So today I'm very much happy. I also take this as an opportunity to learn myself on so many things, how the students are facing today problems and how to solve those problems. So as this workshop or this FDP, this student development program, not FDP, student development program, I'm going to take you through different things which will really benefit you to promise or to gain into your future in a very good manner, how you can go with your career. So as one of the renowned scientists said, you should be always innovative. You should be always innovative compared to others. Then only you could able to succeed in your life. See, today we are living in a world, we have so many engineers who are coming out of the campus. And at the same time, we have so many jobs. So how the companies are going to recruit? If they want to recruit some candidate or some student, you should be something different compared to others, right? So the innovation is a key concept or the key for the success. As per my knowledge, if you are innovative enough, getting the job or starting a business, it's not a big problem. So today's workshop or today's session, I'm going to talk about what are the possibilities you have, what are the practical problems you are facing. So my session starts with the innovation, as I always think something differently compared to others. See, most of the sessions you might have attended where people will be using PowerPoint presentation. So today I'm just going to introduce you one more new tool where you can develop your presentations with innovation, where you can develop presentations with innovation. So you can see here, this is a tool which I'm talking about. It is called Prezi. So Prezi is a tool. You can see my slides. I don't have any slides like next, 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 next. So these are the slides. I have only 6 major slides and I have some sub slides. So which I'm going to use for my session. So this is about the entire presentation which I prepared using a software called Prezi. So Prezi is a tool which will help you out to create a beautiful presentations, right? So let me start the session. So without making much delay, so I'm just going to my first slide. So this is what my question always to the students. Are we ready to hit the industry? Are we ready to hit the industry today? Yes, we are ready to hit the industry. We are ready with all weapons. What are the weapons? Technology, communication skill, right? We have interpersonal skill. We have no marketing skill, sales skill, whatever it is required, we are ready with that. But most of the times, from my engineering days, so many people, when I say they are the experienced people, they are in the industry, they are in the academics, they will say 33% engineers are only ready for job market. 33% only ready for job market. I don't agree with this. See, I'm a practical person. So as I said, something should be innovative. When you are innovative enough, you no need to worry about this statement. You no need to worry about this statement. As I said, I'm very much practical, not 33%. 95% of our students are ready for the job market. 95% are ready for the job market. But the only problem is, so we don't know couple of things, what they are expecting and what they are doing. You can see here, these are the two things which we are lagging. Our students are ready for the market, but we are lagging in two things. What industry expecting, we don't know that. No one is there to guide us what exactly industry is expecting and how we need to prepare. This is another problem. See, everyone is thinking that I need to prepare like that, I need to prepare like this. But how we need to prepare, what we need to prepare, what is exactly industry is expecting. Industry expectations are changing every day. So on basis of that, we need to prepare. See, there might be graduates who will be graduating in 2020. There will be graduates who will be graduating in 2021, 22, 23. But the industry requirements are not going to be same. So the industry's requirement keep on changing every year, every 6 months, every 3 months. Guys, we should be very much attentive. We should be very much attentive to learn the industry needs. Then only you will be ready for the job market. See, don't worry about the people telling 33% eligible, our engineering course is not no fit as per the industry requirements. No, don't worry about all those such bloody statements from the either industry or academia. If you put your 100% effort, you are ready for the IT industry or you are ready for the any industry for that sake. So you need to put the efforts to learn the things. So when I say efforts, please don't do the hard work. Always try to do the smart work. Hard work will pay. Yes, I'll agree with that. But smart work lead you to the success. Smart work will lead you to the success. See, today we are no living in 5G generation, fifth generation of our network. So we need to be very much smart enough to make our career beautiful. The 4 years course what you are studying today is going to be 40 years of your life. So guys, make sure that you are preparing in a smart way than hard ways. Don't worry about the hard work. Don't say like I'm not doing hard work, I'm not doing hard work. Feel if you are not doing smart work. You should feel bad because if you're not doing the smart work. So today, next couple of minutes or couple of maybe like next 50 to 60 minutes, I'm going to take you through and I'm going to take you through the answer for these two questions. What industry is expecting, how I need to prepare or how we need to prepare. I'm going to take you through these things. I'm pretty sure end of this presentation or end of this session, you people will be ready to hit the industry. You people will be ready to hit the industry, right? So let me start with the first question. What exactly industry is expecting? Today industry is expecting these things. Today industry is expecting these things. Like 10 to 15 years back, if you see, they want the people, they want the people who know only C programming, who know only database, who know about the basic communication skills. But today trend has changed. Today the IT trend has changed, the industry trend has changed, industry expectations has been changed. So today industry expectations has been divided into 5 categories. So the first and foremost category is communication skills. So they want the people who is having very good communication skills. How to improvise these communication skills? Is it something which we can go to more supermarket or we can go to Reliance supermarket, pay something and get it? No, not really. So the communication skills is something which we need to develop on ourselves. We need to develop our own self. See, I've been to so many colleges to give the presentation to talk to the students. Most of the students will say, we are from English medium, we are from Kendriya Vidyalaya, we are from so and so international schools. But still, when it comes to interviews, when it comes to the placements, they are lagging in this skill. Why they are lagging is because of the fear. So most of the students is thinking that I have a fear which is making me to not to talk to the strangers. Guys, my sincere suggestion is please take out that fear from your heart, from your mind. So think that you are good enough to hit the market. You have very good communication skills. So then only you can speak. See, one tip I could say, which I received from one of the renowned psychiatrist and psychologist, Mr. B.V. Pattabhiraman, is to improvise your communication skills. There is only one way. What is that way? Stand in front of the mirror and talk what you want to talk. Stand in front of the mirror, talk what you want to talk. Let it be some shit, but talk in English. Let it be some shit, let's talk in English. You can improvise your communication skills. It will really help you out. The second tip, if you want to become expert in communication skills, take the English newspaper. Take the English newspaper, either you are from English medium or Telugu medium. Take the English newspaper and take some good articles. Start reading that articles and try to digest that articles. Then your communication skills will improvise. See, as I said, I'm very much practical. I don't want to give the example of Bill Gates or Steve Jobs. So I am the best example for this communication skills. Up to my plus two, I have studied in Telugu medium. Up to my plus two, I have studied in Telugu medium. Today, I am teaching and I'm no sharing my knowledge with the students. See, believe me or not, I have almost like 10 plus years of experience in teaching. As of this year, I have delivered more than 150 seminars on non-technical things like communication skills, intrapersonal skills, startups, etc., etc. I'll proudly say myself, I could able to give lecture for 6 hours or 7 hours. It's not really my effort. It is my gurus who gave suggestions like this. I need to thank my gurus in this occasion because they are the one who pushed me saying that you can do it. Try to learn like this. Try to improvise like this. So that's where I got this particular skill. So these are the two techniques you should follow to improvise your skills. Stand in front of the mirror. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. Something is shit, no problem. But you will improvise your skills. And second one is networking skills. So this is where we are lagging. See, today people, students require networking skills. Without networking skills, trust me, getting into IT industry is not so easy. Getting into IT industry is not so easy. So what is this networking skills? I'll come back to that point later. Next is sales skills. Next is sales skills. You may ask questions, sir, we are from IT, we are from CSC, we are from ISC. Why we want to sales? You are not going to sell anything. You're not going to sell any product. When I say sales thing, it is something you need to sell yourself. It is something like you need to sell yourself to the company. You need to sell yourself to the company. See, I still remember the day I joined my engineering, my principal said in the open meeting where they are going to conduct some fresher meeting, an engineer should be someone who could able to sell salt water in Tamil Nadu, that is Chennai, and sand in the Rajasthan. Hope all of you know what is the impact of selling sand in the Rajasthan, salt water in Chennai. So if you could able to do that, then you are the exact good engineer. You are the professional engineer. So here also same thing. For a class, we'll be having 60 members, 120 members, 180 members. For a college, you will be having 600. You will be having 1,000. For Karnataka region, we'll be having lakhs of engineering students who is coming out, and they are going to compete with throughout India where 5 lakhs engineers are coming. So out of them, how you are going to sell yourself? How you are going to sell yourself, that is the key point. So you should be something unique, then only you can sell yourself. Otherwise you cannot sell yourself. So what is that uniqueness? I'm going to talk in depth of it. Then marketing skills. Then marketing skills. What is marketing skills? See, first you need to sell. If you want to sell yourself, you should market yourself, right? See, if Flipkart want to sell one mobile phone, what they need to do? They need to market it. How they are marketing it? They're pushing the advertisements in Facebook, mobile phones, through WhatsApp, through Telegram, so many ways. So you need to market yourself. You need to market yourself. If I am the student, I am sitting in SVCE thinking that I am great, I am great, I am great, never and never I can market myself and no one come to me, know about me. So I need to market saying that there is a person, there is a student called Satyanarayan who is studying in SVCE. He is having these skills. Then only you will be marketable. You will be marketable. If you are marketable with good points, then sales skill will become very easy. So marketing and sales will work together. And the last and the least skill is technical skills. Last and least skill is technical skills. See, if you ask me personally, all these 4 skills required 80%, only 20% of technical skills is essential. Why I am telling this is the technical skills you can learn at any point of time. The industry will give you the training once you join their company. The industry will give you the training once you join their company, but you cannot expect these skills which are going to be trained from the industry. This is something which you need to learn. If you are good enough in this, it is going to be suppressed. It is going to be suppressed. You don't need to worry much about it. So these are the 5 skills industry looking at. So now I'm going to talk about each and every skill, how you need to improvise. See, I am not a person who will be coming for the session saying that you are lagging in this, you are lagging in this, you are lagging in this. But I am the person who is going to explain you very clearly how to improvise it. I could say you are good, not good at communication, you are not good at selling, but how you need to improvise, that is what very important. So I'm going to talk about each and every point today, and this session will help you out at least to improvise yourself for next 50 to 60% from what you are today. So this is what the session, what we are going to take now. So the next thing is, so what industry is expecting, we have seen. Now we are going to see, just a second. Yeah. So now we are going to see how we need to prepare. See, for any industry, I've just mentioned IT industry, but any industry, when you want to prepare, when you want to hit the market, when you want to hit the industry, there are 2 things which you should remember. There are 2 P's for your preparation. First P is plan, second one is prepare. When your plan is good, preparation will become good. When your plan is not good, your preparation is not going to be good. So first plan, plan, plan. When your plan is good, then the preparation, that is nothing but execution, will be good. When your plan is not good, your execution is going to fail. It is something very simple like your programs, right? If you are going to a lab, If you are not understanding the program, if teacher asks you to execute, you will execute it. You will execute it, but you will never and ever learn anything. So first you need to plan. What is plan in your lab exams or lab programs? First you need to understand the program. First you need to understand step by step procedure of the program. Then you execute it. Then only you can understand whether it is a success or not. So my friends, today I'm telling you, whatever you want to be, wherever you want to be, first plan yourself, then prepare, then execute. That is what the success of any person. That is what the success of any person. I want to put one point over here. What is that point is, most of the engineering students today are failing in their job because, not because of their lack of skills, because they are not spending time to think about themselves. They have good skills compared to us. They have very good skills compared to the previous batch. They have very good skills compared to their super seniors. They are lagging because they are not thinking about themselves. Spend at least 10 minutes of your time to think about yourself every week. Sit, take a paper, write on the paper where you want to be. Next week you sit and see the progress. When you do this, then you are going to get succeed in the life. You may think, hey, sir is telling some traditional method, who will do all these things? I'll show you the people who got succeed in their life. They did these things. They did these things. I'm not talking about impractical things. I'm talking about the practical things. Today you talk to Sundar Pichai. Today you talk to Satya Nadella, who are from India, who is heading the big companies like Google and Microsoft. Still today they are maintaining their own diary to make sure that what they need to do next. Still they are maintaining it. Our unfortunate thing is that today we are not maintaining any kind of diary or book because we have one worst product in our hand called mobile phone, which is making us to drag behind using these traditional tools. I agree, mobile phone is essential. Without mobile phone, you cannot attend session today also. But for these kind of things, it is essential. But when you want to succeed in your life, I suggest take a book, write on the book where you want to be, what you want to be, then see the progress every 15 days, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. It will give you an immense pleasure to go towards your success, to go towards your goal. Otherwise, just holding the mobile, spending so much of time on the PUBG, WhatsApp, not Telegram, all those things. Yes, they'll give the entertainment, they'll give the infotainment, but end of the day, they are not going to feed you with bread and butter. So what you learn and succeed in your life, that is going to give you the bread and butter. My dear friends, I'm not asking you to spend hours together to prepare for the placement. To become a software engineer, every day you spend 1 hour, that is more than enough. Every day you spend 1 hour, that is more than enough. Your offer will be in your hand within your 7th sem or 6th sem. I'll promise you, if you practice 1 hour, still if you are not getting the job, if you practice 1 hour, still if you are not getting the job, then I'll make sure that I'll get you the job. That is the confidence what I have, because I am not telling this just like that. After talking to the students like you, more than 1,000 members, 1,200 members, I have taken all their experiences, then I put into this presentation. So this is about the preparation. So without taking much time, I'm moving ahead to see what is next is required for you. So what is the hurdles facing by the students? What are the hurdles you are facing? When I spoke to so many students, more than 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 students, there are some hurdles which students are facing. What is that? The first and foremost hurdle is lack of awareness. They don't have awareness what they need to do next, what they need to prepare next, where they need to go and ask these things. That is the first and foremost hurdle what students are facing. The second thing is no clear idea on what to prepare. There is no clear idea on what to prepare, whether I need to prepare aptitude first, whether I need to prepare technical first, whether I need to prepare HR interview first, or whether I need to prepare which subject, whether I need to prepare C, or whether I need to prepare Java, whether I need to prepare DBMS, which one I need to prepare. So this is the confusion what most of the students have. And next is so much of dependency. So much of dependency. What is so much of dependency here? Hey, let my friend study, then I'll also study. Let my senior say what I need to study, I'll study that only. Let industry come and ask what is required, then I'll prepare for the next interview. Let someone say, hey, this is going to be your good technology which you can learn, I'll learn that. Then one more teacher comes and says, you learn Python, you will learn it. If another teacher says Java, you learn Java. If one of your senior says C++, you learn C++. So this dependency is making you to get back out of your success. So please don't do that. The next is whom to approach. This is what I'm talking about, networking. You don't know whom to approach. Who is the correct person to give you the suggestions? Who is your good mentor? Because you don't know who is that. So that's why you are going to face the problem. And next one is hesitation to ask. You are hesitated whom to ask. If I ask this question, what they will think. If it is a silly question, what they understand about me. Guys, please don't keep that in your mind. You try to remove that from your mind. See, whether it is a silly question you ask me, I am there to answer. See, probably those students who attended my Python workshop last before week, you might have seen there are silly questions which is asked by the students. We have answered that. Why we are answering that? Because the students, once they understand, then only they can go further. Let it be very silly. So you should ask, you should clarify your doubt. And last thing is, you yourself don't know where you are standing today. You yourself don't know where you are standing today. Then how you can prepare for tomorrow? First, we should know where I am lagging. Then only I can prepare or I can improvise in that particular thing. If not, I cannot improvise myself, right? So these are the hurdles what we are facing: lack of awareness, no clear idea on what want to prepare, so much of dependency, whom to approach, networking, hesitation to ask, don't know where we are standing. I'm going to answer all these questions one by one, one by one, one by one. Yeah, so this is what we required from all the students. This is where I always suggest students, please follow this very carefully. Please follow this very carefully. Time is going to be your success. For a student, time is going to be a success. For an employee or a business owner, money is a success. See, for me today, money is success. How much money I earn, that is going to be success because I completed my studies. But for you, the time is going to be your success. How effectively you are going to utilize your time, that is going to be your success. Guys, there are total 7 steps. If you follow these 7 steps, your success will be at your foot. Your success will be at your foot. You can just kick it off saying that, hey, I am the person who got success. What is that? Set your goals correctly. Set your goals correctly. Because setting goal is very important. See, I'll think that let me become software developer, but I don't know coding. Then what is the purpose of setting goal as a software developer? Let me become IAS officer, but I am very poor at social subject. I am very poor at general knowledge subject. Then what is the purpose of setting that goal? So set your goals correctly. See, don't think that I have studied computer science, info science, IT. I should become software developer only. There is no other job. There are so many jobs which I am going to talk to you today. If you are not good at programming, what is alternative? If you are not good at database, what is alternative? I'm going to talk about it. So first and foremost thing is set your goals correctly and prioritize wisely. Prioritize your task wisely. Don't just do like that. If you prioritize something, you should do it. See, I always suggest my students one thing. When you go back to home after the college hours, don't take the book and pretend yourself as if you are preparing. It is not going to happen. Always play whatever game you want, always chat with your friends, whatever you want, you do it. After 2 hours, 3 hours, one time you will become vexed, one time you will become frustrated by playing PUBG, playing WhatsApp or whatever it is. That time you take the book, prepare for half an hour, prepare for 45 minutes, prepare for 1 hour. That is going to be your success. Don't sit in front of the books, in front of the material, in front of the videos for 4 hours, 5 hours without doing nothing. Prepare yourself for 1 hour, but it is going to give you the success. So that is how you should prepare. That is how you should prepare. Unnecessarily sitting in front of the book, in front of the videos for 4 hours or 5 hours, you are not going to set the or get the success. Third one is set a time limit. This is very important. Most of my students, I'll say this. Set a time limit. Let it be 1 week late, no issues. Put yourself like within next 1 month, I'll prepare one certification course. If you're not able to complete within 1 month, put another 1 week extra, but don't put another 1 month. You are not going to get succeeded. Set a time limit, then only you will get the success. And take breaks between the tasks. Take a break between the tasks. This is very, very, very important, which most of the students are not doing it. When you are not taking the break in between the tasks, you are going to be frustrated with what you are doing and you will never do it. You will never do it. So take a break. When you are preparing for your exam, also prepare for 3 topics, 4 topics, 5 topics. Give it a time, like break, then you prepare. So as I said, the great psychologist and psychiatrist, Mr. B.V. Pattabhiram said, a student cannot study more than 40 minutes. Study for 40 minutes, give 10 minutes break, again you study for 40 minutes. Sir, what do we need to do in these 10 minutes? Do we need to talk to my friend? Do I need to chat? No, don't do that. See, the people who will be telling some reason saying that, sir, I'll prepare, but I'll forget in the exam. I'm giving you this tip, which I practiced myself. I got the success. I'm telling you that tip. See, after preparation of 40 minutes, you will be having the 10 minutes, right? In that 10 minutes, you do the skywalk. You do the skywalk. Make sure that when you are doing skywalk, you are at the safe place. What is meant by skywalk? See, just see the sky and walk for a minute, walk for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. While seeing the sky, try to recollect what you prepared last 40 minutes. Try to recollect what you prepared last 40 minutes. So take 3 to 5 minutes for that. And another 5 minutes, whatever you prepared, try to accumulate it in the form of story. Try to accumulate it in the form of story. What will happen? People brain will never and ever forget stories. If I ask the students a movie which you watched maybe 3 years back or 4 years back, you will never forget it. You may say reason, sir, movie we have seen, so that's why we will not forget. If I ask the students, what is the joke which you cracked probably 2 years back with your friends on so and so time, so and so scenario, you will still say that because that is a kind of story. So try to put what you studied as a story, then try to understand it. Do the skywalk, watch the sky, take out all the tensions from your mind, see the sky and walk for 2 to 3 minutes. Try to recollect what you studied and gather all the information what you studied, try to accumulate it as a story. Then you will never and ever forget in your life. And next is organize yourself. This is very important. Organize yourself. First think what you want, then organize yourself. That's what I'm telling. You need to think about yourself, right? Next is remove non-essential tasks, which you feel that this is not essential as of now, you remove it. Later you can add it, no problem. Next is plan ahead. What is plan ahead? Don't plan for next 2 years now. At least plan for 6 months. Plan for 6 months. See, this plan ahead we practiced in one of the engineering college in Andhra Pradesh, where we trained 1,200 students. Amongst them, we have selected 114 students. We told them, keep on brainwashing. Within 7 sem, you should get offer letter. Within 7 sem, you should get offer letter. We gave all the inputs to them. So today, out of 114, 73 students got offer letter within their 7th semester from reputed industries. So this is how you need to manage your time. This is how you need to do your task. Then only you'll get the success, right? Then, so these are the hurdles, time management, what you need to do. Let me go to the next. Fine. So this is the next thing. What are the sources available for the placement? Only on and off campus? No. See, on and off campus is available in Bangalore and surrounding regions. But think about rural area students, how they are getting succeeded. See, most of the times the students whom I'm going to talk, they're all from the rural areas. I work with a college which is in a place called Hindupur, Andhra Pradesh, Anantapur district, very rural area. where, trust me, not even single company will come for the placement. But the success ratio of the students with respect to placement is always 70% above. Always 70% and above. So how it is possible? How they got succeeded? How they got the placement? That is what I'm going to talk about next 5 to 10 minutes. I request all the participants, especially 6th-sem students and 8th-sem students, those who are in the verge of completion and planning to get into the IT industry, keep your ears open for next 10 minutes. It is going to be very important thing which you need to see to it and prepare it. See, don't worry about on and half campus. And today we are in COVID-19 pandemic where you are not getting campus placements to your college, or either on campus or off campus, because the companies also cannot come to your campus to recruit you. Then what is the alternative we have? The first and foremost alternative we have is time. You have ample time. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Once you prepare, see, you may ask questions, sir, by the time we come to college after this COVID-19, so college will get completed, we'll write the exams, then where we'll get the placements. So that is what I'm going to hit today. That is where I'm going to hit today. So if not on and half campus, what are the other sources we have? So guys, I'm going to talk about it now. Sorry. These are the other sources what we have where you can get into any industry, not only IT industry, any industry, but highest priority has been given for the IT industry. I don't know how many of you seen, I don't know how many of you tasted this. These are the 4 sources which we are giving to all the rural area students where there is no campus placement to get into IT industry. To get into IT industry. First and foremost is eLitmus. Second one is AMCAT. Third one is CoCubes. And last one is LinkedIn. Last one is LinkedIn. These are the 4 sources which are available for you to get into IT industry. Now I'm going to talk about this one by one. What is this? So guys, I'm just moving out of these slides. So I'm going to that particular place. See, this is the website elitmus.com. elitmus.com. What is elitmus? What is AMCAT? What is CoCubes? See, these are the companies or these are the people who are providing you the placements. How they are providing the placements? See, let us assume if it is a on campus or off campus. So every time company comes, you need to attend the written test, you need to attend the technical interview, you need to attend the HR interview. Am I right? But in eLitmus, AMCAT and CoCubes, you will attend written test only once. You will attend written test only once, which is called as PH test. You can see here, which is called as PH test. So it is also called as psychometry test. What does it mean? You are going to attend written test only once. So once you attend the written test, you will be eligible for the placement. You will be eligible for the placement. So what they are going to do? See, you attend for the written test once. If you get the good score in the written test, probably 60%, 70%, 80%, so you are eligible for so many companies. How many companies? So you don't know at that time how many companies are going to come. Maybe 5, 10, 20, 30, even 50. There are students who got 50 interview calls with one written test. Write written test once, and remaining companies no need to write the written test. Directly you can attend either technical interview or HR interview depending on the company. Depending on the company, you are going to attend either technical or HR interviews, right? So what is the best part of CoCubes or eLitmus is, once you attend written test once, if your PH score is good, then you can attend n number of companies. Then you can attend n number of companies. So that is the best part of eLitmus, CoCubes and AMCAT. Think just a scenario. If you are getting 10 companies in your on campus or off campus, you need to write 10 written tests. But here you will write only one written test with so many companies. One written test will give you a freedom to attend so many companies. And second thing is, you may ask question, sir, do we need to have 60% to attend this written test. No, there are companies who will recruit with 50% students also. There are companies who will recruit 60%. There are companies who will recruit 70%. So it all depends on the company. See, last year we have seen the students who is having 58% went through some company, he got the offer letter. So this is going to be an online, an offline exam, online exam conducted in offline location. So you can see here, there are upcoming tests. Bangalore we have on 7th June. Chennai we have on 7th June. Delhi. So they are going to give you the location. In that particular location, you can go and write the test. So same thing with the AMCAT. So the website for AMCAT is myamcat.com. myamcat.com. And same thing with the CoCubes. So CoCubes.com. So these are the three major platforms which will really help you out. You can see here. So there are so many jobs which are coming out. So which will really help you out. They mentioned with packages. So there is a mobile developer opening, Compass company 18 lakhs per annum. So entity data 3.5 lakhs per annum. So Pratian Technologies 8 lakhs per annum. See, these are the companies who is giving you a opportunity to attend written test for once, attend n number of companies. I suggest the students from 6th semester onwards, you can attend these companies. From 6th semester onwards, you can attend these companies. There are some students who are in 6th semester already, they got offer letters. So the offer is eligible for 2 years. Your e-litmus, AMCAT, CoCube score is eligible for 2 years. Right? Sir, how we are going to approach them? See, these are the website directly you can approach them. So is there any cost involved? Yes, there is some cost involved. What is the cost? So the cost for all of these things is 1100 plus GST. 1100 plus GST. Why they are charging 1100 plus GST? It is for your exam, not for the company. So to attend this test, you need to pay 1100 plus GST. That is a one-time fee. Suppose if you want to attend and improvise your score, again you need to pay 1100 plus GST. But there are companies which will come for PH score 10, PH score 8, PH score 6, PH score 5 also. So minimum is 5. Out of 10 scale, minimum is 5, maximum is 10. So companies will come from 5 to 10, any score. If your PH score is good, you will get much more good company. If your PH score is less, you will get startups. You will get CMM level 3 companies, 4 companies. So depending on PH score, you are going to get the company. Now the next question is, sir, why it is so difficult? Why they are asking to do this? Why they are asking for PH score? It is not difficult. It is same like your written test, but the difficulty is in your normal written test, they'll give 1 minute for one question, right? They'll give 1 minute for one question, but here it will be 30 seconds for one question. That is half minute for one question. So you should be very well prepared to crack this e-litmus or AMCAT or CoCubes. It is not so difficult. Trust me. I have students who is from rural background, as I said, Hindupur, Anantapur in Andhra Pradesh, Kolar district in Karnataka, include Hasan, what is that? Bellary, Raichur, right? People from Gulbarga. So they also cleared, they are also working in the companies. And the fees is also not huge. 1100 is something like going to one movie in Bangalore, taking one Book My Show ticket, going to movie, having the popcorn, parking shot, and one cool drink. You complete with 1000 rupees. So they are charging only 1100 rupees. That is going to be for your career. So I suggest, my dear students, if you're not fit, going through on and off campus, go with e-litmus or AMCAT or CoCubes. See, CoCubes, it is limited because you should have CoCube center in your campus. If your college is not a CoCube certified campus, no need to worry. Including SVC is also, it's not a CoCube certified campus. But what our students are doing, those who feel really there is a benefit from CoCubes, they are going to Sarim VIT. Sarim VIT is a CoCubes recognized campus. You can attend from Sarim VIT for the placements. for the placements, right? So e-litmus, AMCAT, there is no limitation. No need to worry about which campus you are studying and all. So directly you can take the test. You can see here, because of the COVID-19, there is some offer going on. The test fees is only 799. 799, not even 1100. So those who already prepared for the written test and all, you can give for this test, right? So this is about the CoCubes, e-litmus, and AMCAT. Any question about these three things, please ask in the chat box. Any question about these three things, you can ask me in the chat box. And I'll be continuing, and then I'll be answering your chat box questions. And the next one which I am telling about is LinkedIn. I don't know how many of you have the account in LinkedIn. My sincere suggestion, those who are attending today's session, after complete of this session, please go and create one LinkedIn account. Please grow and create one LinkedIn account. It will really help you out in getting the jobs. What is this LinkedIn? It is a networking and job portal. I'm talking about networking, right? So this is what I'm talking about. This is a networking and job portal. So it is something like your Facebook, but it is not Facebook. It is a professional Facebook. It is a professional Facebook. You can see so many company CEOs, HR managers, CTOs, etc., etc. These people are there to help you out. These people are there to help you out to get into the industry. These people will help you out to get into the industry. So create create one account in the LinkedIn. It is free of cost, no need to pay single rupee. Create one account in the LinkedIn, then start talking to the people as per your interest, as per your interest. And today I am, as I am said, as Sandhya madam also said, I am with the SVCE. Most, I'll proudly say, most of our ISC students is having account in the LinkedIn. They are all my friends in my LinkedIn account. What will happen is, if any of my friend, because of my experience, some of my friends already in the industry, if any of my friend is looking for the jobs or is looking for the candidates, they will post it in LinkedIn. So because I am a friend for them, it will be visible to me. Because my students are friend to me, they can also see that. They can also see that, and I can also repost it, right? So that is the main advantage what LinkedIn is giving. You can connect with the people, and you can also have the jobs. You can see here there is an option for jobs where you can go and search for the jobs within your limitation. Suppose I am in the Bangalore, so I'll say like Bangalore. So Bangalore, Karnataka. So I have selected Bangalore, Karnataka. So these are the jobs which are available. These are the jobs available. 65,466 results are available. 65,466 results. And these are all genuine jobs. No fake jobs will be available in the LinkedIn. No consultancies. No need to pay anybody. If someone is asking you to pay, please don't pay any rupee to them. These are all the direct company jobs what we are going to see. That is from their employees, either HR managers or technology managers, CEO of the company, etc., etc. You can also create your job alerts. You can search it, you can save it as an alert, so that if something new comes up, it will pop up a message. And you can create your network here. You can talk to any person, you can talk to different people. You can see here, as I am assistant professor in different colleges, I am getting all the assistant professors. You can see my connections. So total I have 6,483 contacts. Out of that, my connections is 2190. People I follow is 27. Group I have is 14. Pages I follow 58. Hashtags is 7. Right? So like this, it is a professional networking and placement portal. Professional networking and placement portal. So you can see here, first post Madan H. He is our own student who is passed out in the year 2017, and he is working in some company. Now he is looking for a job change. Now he's looking for a job change. So you can go ahead and connect to him, ask him how he's preparing, what are the hurdles he faced, all those things. You can see here, he's working with AXA US. He's from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. Why I am showing all these things is, I don't want to humbug, I don't want to create any fake information. Everything what I am talking is today is genuine information which will be helpful for you. So this is the LinkedIn. I want all of you to create one account in this. Then you will start talking to the people, start posting the information. I also suggest connect with me. If there is any job opportunity, it will come to you also. So this is the fourth one which I am talking about from the other sources from the slide. So before going further, we have a couple of questions. I'll take it and I'll go further. So Sachin is asking what they will ask in the test, what it will be related to, only technical or with some other skills too. See, in eLitmus, CoCubes and AMCAT, they're not going to ask you any technical, they're going to ask you aptitude questions. Technical is only 2% to 3%, that too your C programming. Apart from that, everything will be aptitude. Apart from that, everything will be aptitude, right? It includes aptitude and English. Aptitude and English. So where you need to prepare aptitude and English, I'll tell you in another 5 minutes. Next question from Sindhu. Is there any specific date to take for this exam, or is conducted every month or year? See, this exam will be conducted every 2 to 3 months. Every 2 to 3 months, this will be conducted. You can take in any date based on your preparation. But the exam will be conducted at least 6 times in a year. So there is another question from Vidya M. Sir, will there be any chance to take up mock test in eLitmus? Yes, Vidya, once you pay 1100 rupees, that is for your exam fee, they'll give 7 mock tests. They'll give 7 mock tests, which is called practice test. After 7 mock tests, you can go for the next exam. I suggest you to go with CoCubes. CoCubes will give maximum mock test, which will be helpful for MCAT and eLitmus also. AMCAT and eLitmus also, it will be helpful. So once you pay, there will be mock test which you can prepare and which you can attempt for the final exam. And the continuation question is, what will be the syllabus? Okay, syllabus I answered. It will be like aptitude and English. Sir, can you share the link of your LinkedIn to connect? See, to connect with my LinkedIn, directly you can type my name, Satyanarayana Mathur. You can see here, Satyanarayana Mathur Suryanarayana. You can connect it. Right? So to connect with me, you can directly type Satyanarayana Mathur Suryanarayana. You can connect with me directly. Right? So this is about the questions what I have. Same question from Sharanya also I answered. Now we are going further without wasting much time. So these are the resources what we have with respect to this. Right? Then. So I just done with the third point. Now let me go to the fourth point. Okay, not in presentation mode. Let me go to the presentation mode first. Yeah. So let me go to the fourth point, what I'm talking about. Yes. See, today so many students are complaining, saying about, sir, we don't have sources to prepare. We don't have sources to prepare. Some people are complaining me, always saying that, sir, I don't have money to spend. I don't have money to spend. Then what we need to do? Guys, these are the main sources where you can improvise your skill set. I suggest most of the students go with Udemy. If you have very less money also, you go with Udemy. If you feel that you cannot spend the money on this, then you go for the YouTube. Right? YouTube also, you have so many courses which will help you out in preparing for the technical things. Right? So this is the udemy.com which I am talking about. So most of you know already, the maximum price of one course will be 300 to 450 or 500. And offers will be going on. You can go with the offers. Now you can see there is 455 offer is going on courses until May 25th. And in this also, I suggest you please don't take all the courses. Take the courses which are relevant to you. Suppose if I want to prepare Java, say just go for Java. So there are so many Java courses. Which one you feel? Java for complete beginners. Let us assume I am a complete beginner. I want to prepare Java. So go to this course. So there also you can find hell a lot of courses. You might find 30, 40 courses. So which one we need to take? Take the course which is having very good content. For this, I suggest you to talk to the people who are in the LinkedIn. Ask them, sir, can you suggest one course which is good for Java? Can you suggest one course which is good for Java? They will suggest you based on their experience from the industry, which one is good course in Java or in Udemy. In Udemy, which one is the best course you have for the Java? Now you can see just for Java course, we have 10,000 results. You cannot wait and sit and search for 10,000 courses, which one is good? Ask from the industry, from your seniors or from the LinkedIn. So based on their suggestion, you can go for it. You can go for it, right? So I suggest you take 1 or 2 courses on advanced technologies, which will really help you to build your career. I suggest for the Udemy because cost is less. You have very good resources over here. And the next is we have Coursera. Coursera is also one of the very famous website, and you can take course from here, but it is little bit costly. There will be in 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, up to 10,000, up to 10,000. See, you may ask, sir, there are so many websites. Why you are suggesting these 2 things? Are you a brand for this, or are they? If you promote that, you are going to get money? No, I'm not going to get any money from them. I'm not a brand for them. I'm not promoting anything to them. Why I am suggesting these 2 things is, why I'm promoting these 2 things is, this is cost effective and these 2 are approved in the industry. These 2 websites are approved in the industry. There are so many websites, but if you do course in Udemy or Coursera, your certificate is valid in the industry. Your certificate is valid in the industry. That's why I'm suggesting these 2 things. If you feel that you don't have money, still if you want to learn, go with YouTube also. So YouTube, no need to show, everyone know about it. Go with YouTube also, right? So these are the sources which I have available. So there are some questions with respect to this we can see. Sir, can we mention courses which we pursued in Udemy in our CV? Yes. Whatever courses you have prepared in Udemy, completed with the certificate, you need to mention in your CV. You need to mention in your CV. That is going to be your marketing and selling point. That is going to be your selling and marketing point. Because out of 60 students in the class, what is something different in you? These courses. This courses is going to be something different. For sure, you need to mention in the starting itself. These are the certified courses I have completed from Udemy or Coursera. Right? You need to mention Ramaraju. Then one more question. Internshala. See, Internshala is basically for the internship. Now they are also coming into the similar kind of platform, but Internshala, most of the things will be like upcoming things. Yes, you can do from Internshala also. Suggested. So can you suggest some of free courses that may help us? See, free courses, as I said, in Udemy also there are free courses. You can prepare from that. No issues. There are free courses in Udemy. But why I am suggesting 450 rupees or 500 rupees is, pay for one course, not more than that. I'm not asking you to pay for all 10,000 courses. Pay for one course at least, so that you will get the chance. You will get the chance. So there is one question: to get job opportunity in core companies, which courses should I refer, sir? See, based on your industry, if you are from electronics and communication background, go with the IoT related, VLSI related courses. IoT or VLSI related courses. See, why I am suggesting these courses? Without these courses, you don't get the job. No, you will get the job. You will get the job. Then why I am suggesting this? Because it is an additional point to your resume. It is an additional point to your resume. So core companies, there are courses based on your industry. You can go with that. Based on your industry, that means mechanical or electronics or electrical, then you can go over. In free course, we can't get any certification. In free course also, you will get the completion certification. Don't worry. In free course also, you will get the certificate of completion. You will get it in Udemy, not in Coursera. Udemy will give free course also certification, right? So these are the platforms what we have, which I want to share with you guys with respect to the preparing for the courses, which will really help you out, right? So the next. So these are the sources where you can learn the technology part. Then I'm going to the 5th point. Okay, just present it. I'm going to the 5th point. Yeah, this is very important point. I want all of you to open your ears clearly for next 2 minutes, which is very important. Guys, what are the roles available in the industry, IT industry? If you are not good at programming, don't try for the developer. These are the maximum roles which are rotating in industry with maximum opportunities. Maximum opportunities. See, I just mentioned 7 roles. There are 21 roles which are available in the industry. These are the 7 major roles what we have. You are not good at coding, don't worry, don't become developer, become tester. If you are not good at testing, don't become tester, become database administrator. If you're not good at database administration, still you want to get into IT industry, digital marketer. This is also one of the famous role, important role nowadays. You are not good at digital marketing. You are not good at any of these things. You have very good communication and written skills. Go for the content writers. Go for the content writers. Sir, I am not good at technology, but still I can speak. I don't execute programs, but I am good at oral skills, delivering skills, teaching skills. Then go for the L&D manager. L&D is nothing but learning and development. What these people will do, they will try to arrange sessions for these people. They will try to arrange sessions for these people. To arrange sessions for these people, you should have basic technology knowledge to bring the trainer. See, today Hemalata ma'am or Sandhya ma'am invited me because already they know something about me or subject which I'm going to talk. So same way you should know the technology, then you can do it. See, there are some girl students who will be saying, sir, I cannot take the burden, I don't want to take any kind of risk. Then go for the HR executive jobs. BE students are also eligible for HR executive, right? You can join as a company HR manager. After HR executive, you can join. Within 3 years, you complete your MBA in open degree or part-time degree. Then you will become HR manager or assistant HR manager. I have so many students who joined as a HR executive. Today, they are serving as a HR manager, right? We have so many roles. Apart from this, we have corporate trainer. If you are good at training, you can go for the corporate trainer. Someone who is good at animations, you can go for the animator, right? Where you can create the animations. If you're not good at all these things, you are worried about only data science, go as a data scientist. If you know only cloud, go as a cloud architect, right? Apart from this, you're not good at networking, go as a network engineer. Guys, don't fix your brain saying that I want to become developer, I want to become developer. No, if you're not good at coding also, you have so many opportunities which are available in the industry, which you can take it as a challenge to go for the job, right? So these are the different roles which are available where you can go and sit and prepare, right? Then how to prepare, this is very important. This is very important. How to prepare for written test, right? Guys, I'm going to show you one website. I want all of you to make a note of it, take one pic or whatever you want. See, if you want to prepare aptitude, in aptitude we have only 32 to 34 topics. Within 17 days you can prepare if you prepare 2 topics per day. If you prepare 2 topics per day, you can prepare. This is one of the most important website or most useful website for you. javatpoint.com, javatpoint.com slash app. javatpoint.com is the website. So in this you can see aptitude is there, reasoning is there, verbal ability is there. For your CoCubes, eLitmus, AMCAT, these 3 things are sufficient. These 3 things are sufficient. You can prepare for CoCubes, AMCAT or eLitmus, right? So this is a website where you can prepare. Don't buy books, don't spend time on anything, don't wait for your friends. So there are so many examples available here. You can start preparing. You can go down and see here. So suppose if I click on boards and streams, I want to prepare for boards and streams. So when I click on it, so I'll get all the knowledge which is required for the boards and streams. And there are tests also which you can take, right? You can prepare for your aptitude, right? Simple interest. I clicked on simple interest. You can see here, right? So answer will be shown. You can practice it. You can see the answer. You can also have workspace where you can write something or do some practice, all those things. If you have more than one mobile phone or laptop, you can prepare for this. Apart from this, those who are from core industry want to get into IT industry, there is C, C++, C hash, Java, SQL, which is essential technologies which you can take it further. And there are also interview questions which you can take or which you can prepare. There are interview questions also which you can prepare, right? So you can see here there are 300 core Java interview questions like this. There are interview questions. You can also see at the left side how the company interviews will be: IBM, Infosys, Cognizant, right? So there are so much of information available in this website, which I suggest for the most of the students to prepare from this. So for you, basically written test you want, technical interview and HR interview. So for this is more than enough. This website is more than enough to prepare. And you may ask questions, sir, aptitude is fine. Aptitude is fine. We can prepare what you say, like what we have seen. reasoning, verbal ability, and aptitude. What about technology? How many subjects we need to prepare? Do we need to prepare all 45 subjects which we studied in 4 years? No. See, the major subjects you should prepare is C, data structures. Please make a note of it. C, data structures, basics of DBMS, Java, core Java basics. C, data structures, basics of DBMS, core Java, and HTML. If you prepare, that is more than enough. And apart from this, prepare some interview questions on operating systems and computer networks. Operating systems and computer networks. So total you should prepare only 6 subjects. I'm just repeating once again. C programming, data structures, basics of database management systems, basics of core programming in Java, HTML, and basics of operating system and computer networks. These are the things which if you prepare, that is more than enough. That is more than enough. For ECE, yes, if you want to get into IT, prepare C programming, that is enough. C and database. If you want to get into core industry, so prepare your basics of C programming is there also, it's required. Prepare today's trend, which is VLSI and embedded. VLSI embedded, and also on the IoT that is required for the ECE, right? So these are the things which you need to prepare. See, for C programming, I suggest all of you take a book called Yashwant Kanitkar. See, test your C skills by Yashwant Kanitkar. PDF copy available. You can download it. Test your C skills by Yashwant Kanitkar. Test your C skills by Yashwant Kanitkar. I'm just typing here only. You can see. Test your C skills by Yashwant Kanitkar. So I'm just putting this message in chat box. You can copy in your mobile also. So if you could able to solve the programs from this textbook, you are done with the interview. You are done with the interview. C will give all the pleasure in this textbook. There is one question we'll take and we'll go further. Is there any genuine website which will allow us to make CV for free? No. Don't ask any website to prepare your CV. Prepare yourself and get it verified from your TP, your placement officer, or any of the faculty. That is best. No website which will give genuine data for the website. This one, right? So now I talked about written test and technical interview. Let me go to HR interview. So guys, as I said, AMCAT. In AMCAT only there is another website called myamcat.com/blog. myamcat.com/blog, right? So here you can see the HR interview questions and all which you can prepare. So there are success tips, placement tips, all the things. I just shared that link in the chat box. You can copy it because after the session it won't be available. Copy now itself. So this is the website which will give you pleasure for the preparing HR interview questions. There are only 10 HR interview questions which will give you the liberty to prepare for HR round. Which will give you the liberty to prepare for HR round. So you can see here. So I already opened, so that's why I'm just opening it. Tell about yourself. Why do you want this job? Are you applying for other jobs? Where do you see yourself in next 3 to 5 years? How flexible are you? What motivates you about the job? Will you be going for higher education? So these are the few questions which will help you out in the HR interview. So prepare accordingly. Prepare accordingly. These 3 things from that website, Java T Point and myamcat.com/blog, right? So this will give you the freedom to prepare for the written test and all. How to prepare? As I said, aptitude, take it as a challenge. Prepare 2 topics per day. Once you finish that 2 topics, then only you go for the next topic, right? Technical interview, spend 15 to 20 minutes every day for one subject. Try to prepare for that. Within 30 days, you can become master in the things. And HR interview required 1 or 2 days. That is more than enough. So plan, schedule accordingly this, then you prepare, then only you can learn so many things, right? So that is what you need to prepare, right? So let me present once again. I just came out of it. And yeah, so networking I'm talking about, there are so many networking places. LinkedIn one which I shown you. There is one website called GitHub. Professionally, there are 8.5 billion users for this GitHub. All of them are software developers. Create one account in the GitHub. Create one account in the GitHub. So what is this GitHub? I'll show you. Next is, I suggest 6M students, 4M students, if you are available here in this session, join or participate in the hackathons, which will create your network. I'll tell you one small example for this. Recently, MHRD conducted Samadhan hackathon. I don't know how many of you prepared or participated. From my college, I encourage 2 batches to participate. So one batch, 8 SEM students, when they participated, the idea is liked by one of the company from Noida. They said, can you come and join our company? Though they are startup, they offered 3.5 lakhs package. 3.5 lakhs package. Apart from this, I'll tell you one more thing. National competitions. See, AICTE nowadays introducing so many national competitions. You attend these things. See, 2019, there is a national competition which has happened. Proof of concept competition in AICTE New Delhi. 54 teams throughout India has come. Out of 54 teams, 30 plus teams has placed there itself because they invited industry people based on their skill set. They, some people they funded 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs. Some people they have given offers. And coming to hackathons, as you know, all of you know, SVCE is a nodal center for Smart India Hackathon. See, last year there is a Tech Mahindra problem which we solved. There is one batch which won first prize. So the company asked, you just go and ask the students whether they are ready to join the company. Unfortunately, they are from 4th sem. If they are 8th sem, they might have joined the Tech Mahindra immediately. They might have joined the Tech Mahindra immediately. So my suggestion is, create one LinkedIn account, create one GitHub account, try to participate in maximum hackathons to build a networking, and try to participate in national level competitions. Try to participate in national level competitions, right? So coming to the GitHub. So one second, I opened somewhere this GitHub. It is on. Yeah, probably it has been closed. No problem. I'll just open. See, GitHub is the place where you can find so many mini projects also, so many codes which are already developed by the industry people, which you can use for your project also. So this is the GitHub, which is a free account, no need to pay anything. So where you can talk to the industry persons, So create one LinkedIn account, create one GitHub account, participate in hackathons, participate in national level meets to build your network. So today networking is going to be your job, right? So I'm done with the most of the things. Any questions are there, please ask in the chat box. I'm happy to answer your questions. And I hope I have shared maximum knowledge what I can share within 1 hour, 1.5 hours from my side. Any questions, you are most welcome. I'm going to share few of the materials, PDF copies, what I have for the aptitude, all those things with Sandhya ma'am. So you can collect it from the ma'am, right? So that is from my end. Any questions, feel free to ask me in the chat box with respect to either networking, placement, job, whatever it is. Any questions are there? I'm very much happy to answer you. Sachin is having, sir, how to get internships? See, today internships, best place to get internship is Internshala. Go with Internshala. If you are not getting from Internshala, again, I'm suggesting you create one LinkedIn account. Get into the LinkedIn. There are so many internships which are coming day by day in Internshala, LinkedIn. Or you talk to the small company owners who are available in the LinkedIn. You ask for the internship. You share your CV with them. What are the skill set you have? They are happy to give you the internship. See, in this month, I have seen 10 to 15 students who got internship through LinkedIn. I suggest Sachin, you create a LinkedIn account, get into LinkedIn, talk to the industry people, you will get the internship. Don't worry about it. Sir, I want to do a course on machine learning. If there is any free course for that along with certification. See, machine learning, as per my knowledge, there is no free course. It is always a paid courses. But my suggestion is don't do machine learning course directly. If you want to really get into machine learning, first try to do something on the data structures. Then you go for the machine learning if you are from computer science background or info science background. But there is no free course for the machine learning. Sachin, sir, do we need to specific domain to get internship? Yes. Yes, Sachin. Based on your skill set, you need to mention. create one LinkedIn account, post one thing saying that, hey, I have this skill set, I'm looking for the internship. Just immediately within 24 hours or 48 hours, you can see the responses. Specify your skill set. Specify your skill set. Any website suggestion to
You
keep
have
updated
doubt
about
with
all
that.
interviews going on in Bangalore on day-to-day basis? See, as per my knowledge, there is no proper website which is getting updated every day. See, there is one Telegram group, if you are in Telegram, which is called BJS, Bangalore Job Seekers. There is a website, I mean, Telegram group called Bangalore Job Seekers. Probably you can subscribe to that group. You can get the updates on each and every day which company is conducting the interview. More than website, that I will suggest. Any other questions? You have one more. Thank you, sir. Okay, fine. I think I'm done with
You
the
have
things. No other questions are coming. Sandhya ma'am, I'm done with the session. Probably we can wind up
thank
because
you.
there is no questions.
Thank you, sir.
There is only one question. How to create a resume as a student? Guys, take some sample resumes from your seniors or from your faculty, so you can create the resume. I also share a couple of resumes with Sandhya ma'am, freshers resumes. You can collect from the Sandhya ma'am. You can do it. Can you suggest you any book for the aptitude? See, for aptitude, there is one book called R.S. Agarwal, both for aptitude and verbal reasoning. R.S. Agarwal is the website, I mean, book. If you really want to prepare from the book, you can prepare R.S. Agarwal. Sir, what is the platform used for PPT creation which you are displayed today? So it is called Prezi, Preizei. It is called Prezi. I'll show you that. And next, sir, can you tell me basic course that can done in Udemy for free? See, in Udemy, free courses are there on Java. There is free courses on Python also. There is no limitation. You can do any free course which is available. It will be keep on changing. Every day they'll change the free courses. Internshala, they won't respond. I suggest Hemalata ma'am, please contact Internshala from the college. Probably they'll respond. But Internshala will respond now because it is tie up with AICT. They should respond now onwards. And you can see this is the website, Prezi, Prezi. Thanks, ma'am. Hemalata ma'am said yes. So please approach Hemalata ma'am. She will be guiding you towards the Internshala. From college, if you put a message, surely they'll respond. So I think I'm done with this questions also. Sandhya ma'am not able to connect voice. Ma'am, shall I wind up
Thank
the
you, sir.
session? Hemalata ma'am.
Yes, thank you, sir. I, Veena Naik,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Assistant Professor from ISC Department, taking this opportunity to present vote of thanks for today's webinar session. I thank our management representative Rakshita ma'am and our beloved principal Dr. Manjunatha A for providing the support to conduct this webinar. I extend my sincere thanks to our resource person, Professor Satyanarayana MS, for being with us and sharing his valuable words and knowledge throughout the webinar session. So it was very informative session for our students, and definitely it will help them in cracking the interviews or decide on how to further proceed further after their graduation or before they attend the interviews, or how to choose their domain for further their setting the career. Thank you, sir. It was a really wonderful session and having you with us once again. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
I extend my sincere thanks to our HOD, Dr. Hemalata KL, for always encouraging us and supporting to conduct different activities to enhance knowledge of our students. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Veena, ma'am. Thank you, Veena.
I also extend my sincere thanks to organizers Sandhya ma'am and my fellow faculties for making this event happening. And without the students participants, this was really incomplete, because they are the one who has to build the nation further. And they were all being patient, and throughout the session they were interactive. It was a really good approach, and they have to continue the same further also. Whenever you have a chance to grab the knowledge, please don't hesitate, take this opportunity and enhance your knowledge, and make sure you are implementing it in your life also. Thank you all the student participants. Okay, and we are at the end of the session now. So I end this session by thanking everybody. Thank you everyone for being part of this session and making this all happen. Thank you everyone.
Thank you,
See,
Veena
before
ma'am.
just winding
Thank
up,
you,
I have
sir.
one point. Thank you, ma'am. I have one point. The session which I have taken today, the recording will be available. I'll be sharing the link with Hemalata ma'am or Sandhya ma'am, YouTube link. Anytime you can have a comeback and look at this video. The links will be available. Everything will be available. So I'll share the session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys. I'm just going to end the session. Thank you so much for everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Okay.